Let's take a quick look at UVC G2 line. Okay, let's take a quick peek at second generation Ubiquiti cameras. This is the one that was in the garage that I took off. It's working fine, and it's been working for about 2 years. To disassemble camera, these two pieces come off, and you can take the camera part off completely. So when you're installing the camera, you take these two pieces, you drill a hole, and you tighten them naturally, holding onto the medium, and you put a cable through there, and you just screw the top part. Or if you hold the top part in the position, then you can screw in the bottom part depending on how tight the place is. I've managed to cram the camera in pretty tight places. On the bottom you have a PoE port, SD card slot, and a reset button. And the SD card slot never worked properly. I'm not sure why, but it was never enabled, and it never worked. I'm not sure if they will ever enable it, but no firmware so far gave the ability for it to work. And that's pretty much it for the camera physically. There's really not much to it. It's just these three pieces, and you drill a 70mm hole in, and that's it. Now this is another camera that I used, and it's been outside for about 2 years. You can see the dirt accumulated there, and it's built solid. I mean, it really feels like a chunk of metal in the hand. It comes with this Allen key, and you can tighten these screws, and they really hold in place. I've seen squirrels hopping on top of them, no problem whatsoever, and they've kept working. I mean, they've seen some really bad weather, hot and cold, rain and snow, everything. The cable goes through this little rubber piece. It's like soft rubber, and that slides in that slot, and then you cover it up. And in 2 years there's been outside, you can see inside it's completely clean. Nothing came through, and it did its job just fine. And this camera works fine. And same in here, you can see the SD card slot and reset button there inside. The bottom piece you can actually completely take off, and it has the mount similar to other mounts, other general mounts, that you could possibly mount it to a standard mounting option and just place it in place. It's flexible like that. The bottom piece is built out of complete metal, and it doesn't really it can be taken apart, but there's really no point to it. Both of these cameras are 24-volt passive, and they require specifically 24-volt passive. And you can get adapters from Ubiquiti directly or through online resellers. However, if you're deploying large number of cameras, it is easiest and best to get a switch from Ubiquiti that can supply 24-volt passive, because those are extremely rare these days. And that way you can control all of your cameras and bring power to them. Even generation 3 cameras are 24-volt passive, so standard PoE switch will not work with these cameras. That is very important to keep in mind. Cameras are, like I said, I can speak to their longevity. They're well built, they are durable, and they will keep on working for a long time. I'm only replacing these because I need to test out the third generation cameras in the field, so when I make a recommendation I can actually state that these work in a certain manner or do not work in a certain manner. That's really the primary reason why I deploy these and test them at home and put them through rigorous testing, so that really I can speak honestly to my customers when I tell them, okay, you can get that, or you don't look into that. And usually people appreciate the honesty and the effort that you put in. Thank you all, and have a great day, and I'll see you on other videos.